All right. Well, welcome to 97.7 FM and a special edition of Film in Valleywood in Cityscape. Before we get started, I just want to send a special message out to one of our brothers from the radio station, Rene Garza, who's the host of the show Tailgate 956, who runs on Mondays here on 97.7 FM. He lost a close loved one this morning, in fact, around midnight this morning. So we want to just send a warm our condolences to him. And you know how they say when part of the team, when someone from the team hurts, everyone hurts. And so right now we're hurting with him, we're mourning with him. We want to just send him our condolences and let him know that we are praying and thinking about him and his family. So if you follow Renee, if you follow Tailgate 956, send him a little message, let him know you're thinking about him, and he would really appreciate that. And so now on a different note, we are honored to have Caleb Phoenix in the studio again. So let's give him a warm welcome.
What's up? What's up? I'm back.
I know it's been a while since you've been here.
It has a good while, actually. Yeah.
And I know you've been traveling. You've been doing shows. You've been Velocity King. You've been doing a show on a major network. You're really busy. And when I heard you came into town, I'm like, hey, we got to grab him before he takes off again, because I know that you've got plans to leave again. So thank you for making the time to come out and talk to our audience here at Film in Valleywood in 97.7 FM. So now I know you've got a lot of shows, a lot of projects, a lot of big stuff that you want to talk about. So I'm just going to toss it right over to you. Tell us all about it. Tell us all about your big projects.
Yeah. Well, so it has been a very blissful, fruitful year, or half year right now, because we're halfway in already.
Yep.
But yeah, it's been very cool. I mean, just constantly just going and working and just giving it your best. It's definitely something to be happy about. And so I'm just happy that since I believe January or February is right around when I started getting like those ideas of, oh, well, what type of film do I want to do now, or like what do I want to do. But I mean, I do get approached a lot with auditions and scripts and stuff, so I like to work. I would rather just be booked out all year, like Monday through Sunday, from January 1st to December 31st, because that's just the type of person I am. I like to work. But yeah, I was on a TV show that I came out a couple of times on.
So now, I know. So I've got something that I'm going to show you, but I'm holding off on that. First of all, I want you to tell me about the Velocity Kings. I know you work with Marco de la O. Some of you might know Marco de la O from as El Chapo in the Netflix series, as well as in Rambo. I believe he came out in Rambo. So yeah, he's an incredible actor, and so I know that you got to share screen time with him. So tell me about the Velocity Kings and that project.
Oh, all right. So Velocity Kings Retribution is it's going to be an amazing blockbuster. The company that I'm with, Lion and Tiger Entertainment, they've been a blessing. I've actually worked with them about 3 years ago with the Echoes of the Border. So it was that film, and then Steve Mendoza, Steve, shout out, my compadre. He really just saw something in me, and ever since then, he's just been like, I've been just with him. And when this project was brought up, it was in the talks for a while. It was in the very like early stages, because the first one's already out, and it's out on Amazon Prime, Tubi, on all platforms. And so really, the idea came up about number 2, and well, Antonio Hernandez, who is one of the producers on the film, Hector, shout out. They pretty much were like, hey, we have an idea, we want the film. Or Antonio's like, hey, like, I have a film, it's this, here's the idea. And so again, for months of planning and negotiating and talking and stuff like that, finally we got the date, which actually began in May. So I left May, I think like May 20th or I think it was like the 19th or the 20th. We left. We went to Florida. We were there for almost actually about a month that I was living in Florida. And Marco de la O, I knew of him only because I've seen the El Chapo series and I was like, wow, like that guy, his range when it comes to, like his character and how he portrayed it. Of course, like with respect of like, the actual one, but also in his way as well, where, it can really show like his range of an actor. I honestly was like amazed when I saw, I've seen him before in movies. One of the biggest ones that I really was a like super fanatic about was actually Rambo, because I'm a big Sylvester Stallone fan. So I remember seeing him in the fifth Rambo, the Last Blood, and man, like his performance for that scene really got me extremely like engaged, because it's like me as an actor, you want to do stuff like that, where you walk in, you do your scene, and you leave everybody like speechless, and so just working with them and being able to have screen time with them and just really work with them for a couple of days on set was really like a blessing. And man, that guy's cool. Marco, like Marco's hilarious. Like, I'll put it to you this way: Marco, te amo, eres mi compadre, ya sé que somos amigos. Shout out, giving you a shout out. He was just like amazing to be around with. Like, he was super cool, super, down to earth, which to me, like I've met a lot of big names throughout the years, and it's just one of those type of things where, as much as you're a fan of them, you don't really see them as that. It's kind of like if they were your coworker,
Mm-hmm.
in a way. They've done stuff, and they've done amazing things because we're both in the same career, right? But to me, it's more of a motivation, more of like a inspiration too, to just keep going, because he told me a story of how he began and how he went. So for me, it's like, wow, like for somebody just going, like everybody, we all struggled. Any artist,
Mm-hmm.
before they made it, and even when they're making it, and even after they made it, struggle.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just normal.
Mm-hmm.
So for us, it's just kind of like normal to be around, just big names, or even though like it's big names, like in general, right? I mean, respectfully, yes, like they are big names, but to you, it's more kind of like, like they're more like your coworkers, they're more like your friends. Like you see them, as you like, hey, you go get like a taco or something, and he'll be like, yeah, and then I thought no one's just talking about life, talking about philosophy, because he's big on that, talking about just in general. So it was overall just very amazing to be on set with them. I actually have the names of, I had to get this so I can say it correctly.
Okay.
So everybody that was on the film that I was working with, some I've already worked with in the past. So it kind of felt like a little reunion to have everybody that you just did a film with, which comes out already next month in theaters.
Nice.
To be back on set with them, and now you're on a different set, but together, it felt nice. So it's me, Marco de la O, Ramin Sahab. Ramin is an amazing actor, and his choreography for like fighting and for like everything that he does, because he does a lot of like stunts. He does he was our stunt coordinator when we were on set. When he wasn't filming as an actor, he was our stunt coordinator, and man, like his moves, bro, like even I was just like, what?
Was he also the stunt coordinator for Echoes of the Border?
I believe so, yes, as well. I believe so as well. He's amazing. I love him. He's like a big brother to me. He teaches me like a lot, like especially like because when it comes to choreography, when it comes to fight scenes, it's not like you're not actually hitting somebody, but camera wise, there's different angles where if you position a camera, like let's say, my hand is here, right? Or, okay, fine. Let's say my hand's here, right? And the camera is like at an angle. So like, let's say the camera's on like, let's say an over shoulder shot, right? Mm-hmm. So like, let's say you're going to punch. So if you punch, the camera's going to see it, right? And then of course they'll do that scene where they just film this part, the motion. And then, like you'll have a camera at a different angle where it's capturing like a different angle. So when they do this, it looks realistic. And so when it comes to fight scenes, it has to be very choreographed, because if you don't, and like, let's say you weren't paying too much attention to the instructor and he's telling you, look, you guys are going to do this and you do this movement and you're going to punch here and then you're going to do this and kick over here. If you miss a beat or if you miss an instruction, you can hurt somebody because, le metes uno and, something can happen. So he would do that.
Fantastic.
And then we have Isaac Galejo, who's an amazing actor as well. Antonio Hernandez, Isabel Fer, Harrison Beeson, Napoleon, Vanessa Conde, Miles Sativa. It was a very big set. I'll put it to you that way. Extremely big. One of the biggest sets that I've ever been on. And it was expensive. I'll put it to you that way. Like, it's budget. Just, it was like, wow, like this is what you want to do. And then, I finished that, but the last couple of months, it's just extremely busy, really. Mm-hmm. It's just project after project.
And so Velocity Kings Retribution, is it you said it's going to be out in theaters soon?
Well, so we just shot it, right? Okay. I don't know if I can say the platform, because I don't want to ruin
it. Soon, right? Well, coming soon. We can say it's coming soon.
Say, so take out film and take out the I. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nice, big platform.
That's all I'm gonna say.
We will make sure that we distribute that information here as soon as you let us know what the platform that the movie's gonna be coming out in. We'll make sure that we tell our audience to check it out.
I can either confirm or deny, so I don't know.
Nice. Big platform, guys. It'll be on a major platform coming out. So I know you've been real busy now. Tell me about, because look, I told you I was going to show you something that I have here that I was able to catch. No.
I'm not on tabloids, right?
You're all over tabloids. Is this from Univision?
Is it because of the show, right?
Yeah, let me read this. It says, una cabellera roja se robó la atención de Caleb ante la confusión de Zachary. Tell us all about the show. Now, this is from a show called Enamorándonos, right? Enamorándonos USA. Enamorándonos USA. So I know you were all over social media.
I love the amount of phone calls that I received.
Yeah,
I was just like, really?
I saw some of the comments. Some haters. Some were on your side. It caused quite a controversy.
It did. I'm gonna be honest about that. So
for our folks that are watching right now who don't know what the show is about, tell us about the show Enamorándonos USA. What is that show about?
It's like a live Tinder, I guess you can say. Like there's a couple people that are on the panel, and pretty much if you want to date them, or because they're looking for a relationship, and like let's say you're looking for a relationship and you like, I don't know, one of the girls, like for example, like for me, the first time around, the first time that I went on the show was in February. Went on the show, didn't work out with the first person. Me and her didn't really have good chemistry, like at all. And then I said that on a different interview, on a interview I think in Puerto Rico, I think. And then like there was a couple of things that happened too. Like there was a little bit of like because it's on in Spanish too. It's a show that comes out on Univision. Comes out literally internationally as well. So I didn't know that.
all over
And
South
so,
America, all over.
I went on the first time. Me and her didn't really connect. But then after the show, I was doing interviews like internationally. And on one of them, I had mentioned that it'd be nice to, reconnect or something because I kind of wanted to explain what happened. Nothing really bad happened on the show, but we just didn't really get, I guess, along. We didn't match. I'll put it to you that way. Like we just did not match. But we only spoke once on the phone. She called me. I gave her my number. She called me, and then we just spoke once, and that was it. But I didn't really think I'd ever be back on the show until, I actually saw somebody that I kind of wanted to date. So I was like, I'll see. And I spoke to one friend because I made a couple of friends on the show. And I kind of told him jokingly, like, oh, like it'd be kind of cool, like if I went back, but this time I'm going for Sachari. I didn't know that I was going to be back on the show a couple of days later. Next thing I knew, I got a phone call from Univision, and then they were like, hey, we've heard that you're interested in coming back. Would you be able to fly out tomorrow? And so really it just showed up on the show.
so is Sashadi the famous redhead, or is it the brunette?
The brunette.
The brunette. Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah.
So you're on the show, right?
Uh-huh.
And now you paired up, or how did she choose you? You chose her, Sachadi. How did that work out?
So she doesn't know who is behind the door. You obviously know because you just told production, hey, I want to go with this girl, right? Mm-hmm. So they pretty much will tell her like, hey, they won't tell you the name. They keep you very secretive. I'll put it to you this way. For me, if I'm too crowded, like in a room, I'll normally just kind of step out, like I'll step out and just be outside, or just, just hanging out, or I'll just, if I have a cigarette on me, I'll just be outside smoking. But they're very good at keeping you secretive. Like, I kid you not, if you're in the trailer, you can't leave the trailer. And if you do, like, let's say you have to go to the restroom or something, they have to call everybody who's in there and make sure that the girl that you want to go, that you're going to see, she doesn't see you at all, because she has no idea who you are, like, at all. So it's kind of funny because I'm there, and the first time I was like, oh, like, okay, cool, like I'll just kind of be hiding. Yeah, when I went back on the show, I kind of already knew, okay, just stay in the trailer, don't do this, don't that. You need something, ask the PA, ask this. I said, all right, cool. But they keep you very, like, see, especially if you're going backstage, you have like 3 or 4 people that walk with you, but they tell you to be like this. So the entire time you're walking, but you're just like this, and they're keeping you like, it's like a little entourage. I honestly, I'm just kind of like, really, like, is this really necessary? Like, I could just do this. They're like, no, we have to keep you very secretive. And then they escort you, to the back. So, we're doing that. And then door opens. I don't know why I came out dancing, but my dance was not good at all. But because you have to come out dancing, so it's like, I gave it, but I was just like, I have no idea what I'm doing. It was good,
man. I saw it. It was good.
Oh, I know. Well, I had fun.
Yeah,
and
that's what it's about.
Yeah, like the we connected. I'll put it to you this way. Somebody did catch my attention. I'm not gonna lie, but the reason why I did what I did was because I kind of already knew where the conversation was going. It was just kind of be more kind of like, I don't really, I think we both matched. We both had a lot in common. Sachari is like literally amazing. She's cool. She's actually the most friendliest person I've ever met. And me and her actually do get along. We get along amazingly. And well, I figured, okay, if I'm looking for a girlfriend, right? If I can already tell by the conversation and how we're talking to each other, you already know she's gonna say no. So it's like, if I'm already there, might as well pick somebody else. and pretty much just say, you know what, you're gonna say no, cool. I'm here to find somebody. You know what, I go for that person now.
Oh.
And so really, I knew I didn't think it was gonna be a big deal. I'll put it to you that way. I didn't think it was a big deal. My agent, my managers had no idea that I was on the show. I didn't tell anybody that I was coming back on the show. So I do that, right? And then Tanto was like, wait, what? Like, what? You picked a redhead? Rudy. I picked her because she caught my attention as we were talking. Me and her were literally like this, and I could see her from like the corner. And for some odd reason, I just kept saying like, there is something about her that's interesting. And it was interesting with Sachari too. Like I said, we did connect on a lot of big things. So we just both kind of felt more like we'd be good as just like friends in a way. And that's exactly how we stayed. To this day, we're very good friends. We do communicate. We do talk to each other. We're always pretty much like supporting each other. And then I did that.
That's cool.
Where she literally says like, well, like she's like this, bueno, pero se me hace que está viendo alguien del palco, like that. She says that, and I didn't think much of it, but she says it, and you can clearly see. I go like uh-oh, like wait, what? Like what? Like wait, what? And then, Rafa, the host, was like, a ver, ¿cómo? Like what? And then I said, it's because there's somebody in the audience that has red hair. Tanto I was like, what? Like I got the audience all like, wait, what? The band, the host, everybody else on the panel, the camera guys, everybody was like, wait, what? And I'm just there like, uh-oh, suck it up. Like, ya ni modo. So again, at the moment, I didn't think it was a big deal. Because to me, I'm just kind of like, well, pues pasó, And then about an hour later, it airs. Again, I didn't think much of it. I was in the hotel room with everybody else from the show because we all became like a very big family, and they adopted me with them. So I pretty much became friends with everybody from the panel, and we all talked to each other and stuff. But I didn't think it was a big deal, I was just kind of doing my thing. And the next thing I know, I start getting a couple messages. And like some of my family members are like, "Oh, mijo, we saw you on TV," and I was like, the old episode, yeah, it reruns sometimes." And they're like, no. They're like, why did you do that to Sachari? Like all my tias were getting mad at me. And I'm like, what are y'all talking about? And me estaba haciendo. I was like, wait, what are y'all talking about? And they're like, mijo. And then all of a sudden, I started getting tagged on like social media and everything. And I was like, my phone's blowing up, and I was like, what the heck's happening? And then I see a tabloid that I guess I made headlines or something, but yep. I just knew all of a sudden I got an article, and it's my face in the middle with both of them on the side, and I just see the caption like, una cabeza del perro rojo le roba, and I was like, ¿qué? Yeah,
they put it. That's the one we have here. That's the one we pulled up.
I was like, well, I mean, let me read it at least, because I was like, well, okay, I'm gonna read the article just to, see if there's something accurate. That way I don't have to defend myself for something I didn't do. So, I read the article and I was like, what? Like, what's the big deal? And then all over Facebook, Insta, Twitter, everywhere, because it's all over the world. I didn't know I made a lot of fans, like fans, I guess, which I didn't really know I had any fans, if I'm being honest. Out of everything that I do, I never pay attention to anything. I just do my own thing and I just go along with the day. But I started reading the comments just for the fun of it, just because I like dark humor. So whenever somebody insults me, I find it funny, I just find it entertaining because of what they're thinking, Yeah. I don't know. I like studying people, I guess. And so, I had the majority of haters. I got death threats, maybe 3 or 4 of them.
Holy smoke!
I know, and I was just like, you don't even know me. Like, oh, like if you're gonna threaten me, like I'm so scared. But I got a couple of them. I got a lot of people that were just like, what? Like, dude, like all these guys are trying to get what they're trying to get. Nobody can succeed. You're the very first one. She's really into you, and you can clearly see it. And then you do that, like, you're garbage, you're trash or whatever. And then I had a couple people that were on my side that were just kind of like, no, he actually knows what he's doing, because if you really think about it, she's been on the show for a very good amount of years and she still hasn't been with anybody. That says a lot. And then, you know, I think it's kind of talking like that, and it's like 3 teams in one. Well, I'm just reading them and I'm like, whoa, I'm like, that's a good one. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, but yeah, so that happened.
That's cool.
But,
so you basically pulled the I guess the biggest Uno reverse card on the air
unintentionally
in a dating show. You know, I've never heard this happening in any other dating show. So that was amazing. That was brilliant. And it was spontaneous. You know, it was legitimate. It was I
didn't think it was gonna be a big deal until literally, like, I had people calling me, people that I hadn't spoken to like in years, and they're like, wow, like what did you do? Like, you made it, like you're on tabloids. And I'm like, oh, like legit. As soon as they told me that my honest reaction was just like, oh, what did I do? I was like, what do you mean I'm on tabloid? And they showed me, and I'm like, oh, I know. I was like, all right, well, cool. You know, that's cool. I don't really mind it.
So has the follow-up show already aired? The one after that one?
Yeah, I came out for a good amount of episodes on it.
So you can talk about that?
Yeah. Okay. So I did hook up with well, I didn't hook up with her, right? But like, we ended up going out like on a couple dates with the redhead. And
so can you talk about what ended up happening after? Okay,
I mean, it already aired and everything.
Cool. Okay, so tell us the drama of you and the famous redhead. What is going on?
So I had no idea who she was. I didn't actually know that she has a very mass following all over social media and everything. For the fame, for likes and everything, I personally don't really care. I mean, I just said it earlier that to me, it's normal to be around, you know, big names or, you know, celebrities or whatever, but it's not really something that like I freak out, you know. It's just kind of like, oh, okay, like, you know, she was telling me about her. I did my own little research about her because we exchanged once and you'll see it where, you know, Rafa calls her and he's like, wait, okay, and he's like, here, Rui, Ben. And he brings her next to me and he's like, okay, so you like her because of her red hair? And I was like, yeah, pues, you know, me gusta como es tu pelo, los tatuajes. Like, I mean, I got tattoos too. So I was like, whoa, I kind of dig that too. And she's a little bit older too. I'm 26. She was at least 29. I'm not really going to say her age, right? But I'm not going to lie. It was my perfect age range where I was kind of looking for. So I was like, all right, I think we can do something. And so surprisingly, she said yes to a date. So we went to the bar. They have like a little bar where like you get off like the main stage and then you go to like the little bar and then you're basically just talking. And then you have a camera guy that's like with you and you guys are just talking. And then like, let's say it's been like 5 or 10 minutes. Then, okay, they put the camera back on you and then you guys talking and then they'll tell you like, okay, is there a possibility that there's going to be, you know, another date? And that's normally like the deal breaker type of thing. Well, she said yes. And then we kept going and then we kept dating for like a little bit. And then I was like, we have a lot in common. I was like, you want to be in the industry? Cool. I'm in the industry. Cool. To us, TV, cameras, films, anything is, we're used to it. You know, it's just kind of like another day type of mentality. You know, another day, just, what is it? Same thing, different day. Mm-hmm. That's really our mindset when we're on set. So, you know, we kind of dated, but the deal breaker was she wanted to have kids like right now, and she wanted to get married like right now. To me, I'm just like, hold up. Like, what do you mean? And, you know, we went out to dinner and we were talking about that. I know some people were starting to recognize her because she does have a very good like mass following of like a lot of fans. I think like a little bit under 500,000.
Wow.
Or probably even more right now. So it's funny because I'm with her and we walk into like this sushi place. It's like 9-10 at night, right? wasn't that packed. At least I saw it, but come to find out it was really packed. We walk in. Of course, like the first thing that you can easily tell, it's her red head that catches your attention, like quick, right? So I'm with her. I kid you not. All of a sudden, everybody's like this, and then they go. They start doing that. Keep in mind, I'm sitting like on this side, so I can see those people that do that. They're just like this, and I'm over here like just making eye contact with them, like okay. And that's when we were discussing about like what is it that we could possibly do? Do you really think this is gonna work? For me personally, I can move anywhere that I want because I can do it. Because I don't have to worry about I need to go find a job or this or that. I've been in the airline industry for almost already 7 years as well. So for me, if I need a job, I should go with the airline. I should go back with the airlines. Either way, I know a lot of people and I can easily get in without a single problem. So, we were discussing future plans, right? And then she hits me with the, well, if you want me, I need you to marry me by the end of the month because I already want to start a family and I'm not waiting anymore. And I want kids by the end of the year.
Whoa.
Like to me, I like being like, I like honesty. So if I'm dating a girl, I'd rather you just be honest of what you want versus just lingering me. And then I'm just there trying to figure out like, well, what do you want or whatever? Just tell me flat out what you want and like, we'll see if it works. So she told me that. And of course I was like, kind of like, wait, what? Like right now? And she goes, yeah, like if you really want me, that's my deal breaker. And then basically said, I'll think about it. So I did. The following day, we were supposed to be back with Univision, and then we were in the back and we're just talking. And then that's when I was like, hey, so I've been thinking, like, were you actually being serious about that? Or were you just saying it like at the moment because that's what you want to do, but later on, And he goes, oh, no. It's just like, I was being serious. Like, so do you want me? Yes or no? And I told her, I was like, I think respectfully, I think we should just stay as friends. At least we got to know each other. We're both into horror films, which I love horror, and anything that's like, paranormal or anything like that. Like, I love it. Like, I love the suspense of like, that adrenaline kicks in where you see something that's like a pop-up, I like that. So I was like, you know what? I think it's just best we just stay as friends. And so I didn't pay attention either, but me and her were talking, we're on air, it's me, Rafa, Ana Patricia, and we're all together like this. And they're like, well, production has a couple pictures because I guess I was looking at this and people were like this. Like, I'm not lying. Like, people were literally like this. And I kept telling her, hey, I'm assuming they're fans of you. And she goes, probably. She goes, this is Miami. A lot of people watch the show. So I wouldn't be surprised if people start randomly asking you outside if they can take a picture with you. Because a lot of people are mega fans, like massive, massive, massive fans of that show. And they pay very close attention to everything. I was like, no wonder a lot of people from like their fan, like from the show, they have fan pages of everybody.
Oh, wow.
And it started happening to me where all of a sudden I'm getting tagged on stuff that like I don't even know about. And then it'll be like fans from the show, or it'll be fans, and they'll literally say, oh, fans de Sachari, fans de these, or from the show and this. So I was like, all right, cool. Well, tag me, like keep tagging me. But yeah, we're on there. We get the audience. We're telling the audience this beautiful love story. we literally hyped it up. We kept hiking it. People kept more and more engaged because they were like, oh my God, like they're so like a couple. And then we basically just threw the where I basically said, but she's gonna tell me no because she wants to get married and she wants to have kids right now, and that's not my deal. And then everybody was like, wait, what? And then otra vez, another big thing. But that was fun. I mean, we stayed as friends. I haven't spoken to her in a while, but I still have an open line, I guess you can say, to her. But we know about each other. We're cool with each other, and as I told everybody from the show, and as we told each other on the show too, like with Sachari and my friends, that everybody from the show, right? We all still talk to each other, but it's cool,
So friends, well, ladies, Caleb Phoenix from Enamorándonos USA is single again. All right. So,
I'm single. I'm single.
So send your messages out to the show, and I have a feeling that you're coming back on the show. Have you been invited to come back on the show, or are you allowed to say?
There's been a couple of talks about that. Yeah. I haven't really said yes or no, only because at the moment, like, if I'm being honest with you, I am looking for something, but at this point, it's kind of like, well, I'm actually kind of enjoying what I'm doing anyways, because look, I'm very selective of when it comes to like dating or trying to like, at least like hook up with somebody or something. My way, though, like, I'm an adult. I'm 26, I've only slept with 3 people. That's it. So to me, it's kind of like, I'm not really that type of guy that's just going, going around town.
Yeah.
I'm more of like, I care about my career because it's my future. I want a house. I want a business. I want this. I want that. Like, I want to do a lot of big things. In order for me to do that, in order for me to have a good financial, state stability, and then not only that, but for, like, let's say my wife, my kids in the future, I want to make sure that everything that I do, whether it's making a bunch of films, whether it's through music, whether it's through TV shows, whatever it is, I want to, make sure that they're not going to worry about anything. That's my thing. I don't want them to struggle. I don't want them to, be worried about, like, like los biles, right? Like bills, or, your kid got sick. What are you going to do? Oh, he went to the hospital. Oh, where your bill's 80,000, 90,000, whatever. So I'm very picky with that, because if you're going to be with me, the thing is, I travel a lot. That's the first thing of the deal break that I have, is traveling. Sometimes I travel for a good amount of time because I'm on set. If I have to be on set for half a year, I'm on set for half a year. And then as soon as I'm done, you're booked. We need you for the next 3 weeks. Well, there I go again. So if you can handle that, but in a way of kind of like, yeah, we're traveling, but it's whatever. Like, I don't really mind it. That's a check. Cool. Easier for me. I don't have to worry about, like, yeah, I'm leaving, pero por qué? My career, I have to. So that's one of them. And then, of course, because of the industry that I'm in, not that I'm saying that you want to protect yourself, but in a way, you want to protect your assets, as they say. And this is something that I've been told many, many, many times, from other celebs or other big names. They always say, yeah, to find the right girl, you just have to wait and not look for it. And I'm over here kind of like, well, I'm not really looking for it anymore, because it's like I already had a couple of trials and errors, and I just got to the point where it's like, I'm just wasting my time. I'd rather just be happy making music or being like on a film set with Sylvester Stallone and not worry about anything, versus worrying about, hey, I know you're the director, but my girl's kind of mad, and because tampoco, if you're gonna date me, you can't be like that. You cannot control me, and you cannot control what I can do, because if for whatever odd reason, let's say I'm on set, I'm filming, and I bring you with me, and then you're over here like distracting me because you're pissed off that they're taking forever, and then you're getting mad at me because I'm over here talking to this actress, and you're not okay if I have to kiss her on the cheek. Anything like that will literally ruin my career.
Yep.
It will literally make it seem like I'm very unprofessional. And you don't have to worry about shit. Or my bad. You don't have to worry about anything because you're not in the business.
Mhm.
You're just with me. So if you leave me, you don't really care.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm the one that's gonna have to deal with the damage. So if you're like that and I can easily read it off of you, I won't. I mean, I'll ask you a couple questions, but I'm not really gonna be that engaged. So I won't really really pay attention to. So I am kind of picky, but at the moment, it's like, yeah, I'm single, but it's like, if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, then I'm cool with it. I'm only 26.
Yeah.
I'm moving anyways, so I'm cool, but it'd be nice,
So take note, ladies. I hope you ladies are taking notes.
I'm on Hinge.
So now you mentioned you're moving. Is that you're making a move to LA anytime soon? Possibly.
Ha ha ha. Well,
You'll hear it first here, folks.
so I haven't told too many people yet, just a few, but yes, I am moving. I am gonna be moving to LA. Right now it's LA, but I'm also thinking possibly the San Diego area as well, because I mean I've been to San Diego before. It's beautiful. It's nice. I've worked there before, so to me it's like, all right, well, I got my options. Either way, like San Diego is not that far from LA, so to me I don't mind the drive because I'm there. LA as well, I don't mind it because if I want, I can just go to LAX, and I don't mind I was with the airlines for a good while, so I don't really mind being back with them and being out there in the sun or whatever, because at the end of the day, I'm in LA. If let's say I have an audition, like let's say you're my agent and you text me saying, hey, I just sent you an email, you have an audition at 6 p.m. here in West Hollywood or North Hollywood or whatever, I could easily be like, okay, cool, it's 1 o'clock, I'm out by 2, I can just go home, change, do whatever I got to do, and then go to my audition. I don't have to travel anywhere. I do a lot of self-tapes, so I send them through email or through whatever website they want me to send it to, which is again, it's helpful. But if I'm there and I'm living there, I can easily just go up in person and do like a cold read, or I'm doing it in person, and you can actually get to know me in person. I might get a call back, I might not, I might get booked, I might not, but hey, at least you're there. You don't have to worry about anything. So since you're in the heart of it, why not? So I thought about it, and this choice is non-negotiable. So it's not going to change my mind. Nobody's going to change my mind. Only a couple of my close friends know what I'm doing. I have their support, which is like a good thing. I have my parents' support, or like my family support, right? Like from both sides, from my mom's side, from my dad's side, all my primos, tias, everybody. So to me, it's kind of like I'm in an era right now where it's like I need to be doing bigger stuff, not because of because like you're a name or anything. No. Because you have to look at it, and this goes for any actor that's starting or that's already been, but continues to, do like films, but a veces like they hit, a veces no. I'm just saying, like in general, for anybody that's like starting to act or already been there for maybe a year or two, pay very close attention to quality. Mm-hmm. Quality wise is something that I had no clue, because I never paid attention to that. I just wanted to do films because I was just excited to be on a set, and I just loved what I was doing. I was never paying attention to the quality stuff that I'm doing. And so it hit me a while back, because I had a meeting with my agent, George. Shout out to George. I had a meeting with him, and he was telling me that he was very proud of me. He was very excited for everything that I was doing. Obviously he found out that I was on the show, and at first he was just kind of like, wait, what? what show? I'm like, the dating show. You're back on the TV, on the dating show. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, by the way, don't get mad, but I need to send you something. And he goes, what? And I go, okay, is it bad? And I'm like, no, it's just in case you get a phone call from somebody or from anyone, because they know that I'm your client and I, like we're together. Like I don't want you to get mad, or I don't want you to find out through social media or on the news. And he's like, the news? And I go, yeah, I kind of did something with Univision, and I made tabloids, and I ended up on all over Miami by accident. What? And then he goes and he's like, I swear to you, he was just like, it's okay. You're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. I'm like, okay. So anyways, yeah, like I have the support, and yeah, the quality. That's why I'm going over there, because you got to pay attention to your quality, and you got to be doing, if you're already doing high stuff and you're working with very big names, opportunities that you don't get because they're very, very, very hard to get. You have to understand that you're at a different level now, which is good because that means you're growing. And that's what I like. I like to grow. I haven't done really that many films down here lately, like how last year and mainly like the last couple of years, but I haven't really done stuff here at all. The last one that I'm doing, because I really think it has a lot of potential. I like the quality of it. And I know mostly everybody from the cast and crew. I've read the script. It's a very good script. That's the only reason why I said yes. Because I like the script, I like the quality, I know the people, and I know like the environment. So that's the only reason why I said yes to this project. If the script is good, cool, but if the quality isn't going to be that good, then no thanks. And I'm saying that professionally, just out of respect, because it's you have to be aware of that, and you have to learn how to say no to certain projects, even if it hurts, but because you have to do that.
Can you reveal the name of that project?
Yeah. So, if everything's going on schedule from the email that I got, I start filming in September. It's for this film that's going to be shooting down here. It's called Little Miss Perfect with Joe Rios. So, I'm telling you, I read the script. I saw the potential. I saw the quality of it. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. And so privately, I messaged him. I didn't tell anybody. I just did it on my own, because if I'm not working, I find work, and that's just the way I am. I work a lot, and I like to keep getting constant with that. So I messaged them, and I was like, hey, I'm kind of interested in seeing whatever roles you have. And I guess he kind of already knew who I was, or maybe saw me somewhere. And he was like, oh yeah. He's like, yeah, no, I got the perfect role for you. I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, you want to be a cop? I'm like, yeah, I'll be a detective. Yeah, awesome. Well, there's a detective in this movie. This is going to be your character. All right, cool. And so I read the script. I read my character, and I was like, I can do something with this. There's potential for my range to show, because I can show my very serious side, but since it's also a dark comedy movie, I can also show maybe, I don't know, my dark comedic side as well, or maybe where it's kind of like you're crying but laughing at the same time off a joke at a funeral, closest I see. Like it's one of those type of things, but it's good for your range, because it shows that you can do multiple emotions and things, right? Which is something that you want to do. So they already started filming. It's already been filming for a while. If you guys are on Facebook or anywhere, I think Joe just did something I think it was on take 5, I think. Yeah, I think it was take 5. Check out that interview. Just be out there on the lookout, because there is going to be casting calls. They might need extras for that film. They might need, people just like in the background, or you never know. You never know. But I will say this: it's for a very, very big platform. Not gonna. I don't know if I can say the name again because I don't know if I could or not. But I'll just say it starts with an A and it ends with an N. Whatever it is, that's up to you. You're creative about it. I just said A and N. That's it. Not cool. Not A and C. No, just A N. Figure it out. So it's cool. So I highly recommend it. And if you get to work with me, trust me, it's gonna be a very cool, especially if it's like your first time, like working with me and stuff. Because I've been meeting a lot of new people as well, and it's cool. It's cool to meet new people. Work with people that you probably never met, and to also work with people that you've met in the past before. It's actually really cool. It's very cool. So if you ever get like that opportunity to be on a movie set like that, just have fun with it. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. Work on it though. Study it and really give it your best. Of course, be professional, but at the same time, just have fun with it. Just have fun with it. That's the way I work. So if you meet me on set. Yeah, I'm very serious, but once I finish my scenes and I'm done for the day, then what I say, I'm more just relaxed. But yes, I have a different mood and a different approach when it comes to, I'm about to shoot my scenes, right? But overall, just have fun.
And that's fantastic. And that's great advice that you're giving our audience here. So now, is there anything else you'd like to mention as we're wrapping up the show? I know that we can sit here and talk for hours, and I want to invite you to come back on the show for a part 2, because we got a lot to talk about. But is there anything else you want to mention, you want to talk about to our audience before we wrap up?
A ver, ¿qué más tengo? Okay. One more project that I did before that one. I did 3 and almost 3 months straight, literally, like eran todos pegados. There's this film that I just did. Great film. It's called This Time. So a little thing about that. The director is Zachary James. The writer is Zachary James. Zachary James is a Grammy winner. I'll just read you his bio so that way everybody can know who he is. He's an amazing guy. I've worked with him in the past. Me and him are very good friends. Zachary. Oh, okay. So he's a Grammy winner, film, TV, Broadway, West End, opera. Wow. He does a lot. And so me and him, we've known each other for a little while now. And so he randomly called me one day and he was like, hey, like, how you been? I miss you. Like, what you been up to? You've been everywhere. And I'm like, hey man, what's up? Me and him, we're very good friends. Like we're very good friends. And so, for him just to call me and be like, hey, would you be interested? Like, I have a role for you. And I told him, I was like, dude, yes, whatever you need, just call me. You've helped me out a lot. Whatever you need, just call me. So he called me and I was like, yes, it's a very, very cool film. It's a short film. I believe they're going to be showing it at, I know, festivals. And I think, I could be wrong. I'll have to talk to him. But I think they're also going to show it at the South Texas Film Festival this year, which, by the way, El Llorón is going to be premiering there. They're going to be showing it. That's going to be the first time I see El Llorón. I still haven't seen it. I haven't been able to attend any of the events since we started. So it's going to be very cool to watch it there, So it's called This Time. Zachary, shout out. What's up, James? Yeah, so it's going to be fantastic. Cool. But other than that, I'm just chilling.
Fantastic. Well, the doors are always open here at 97.7 FM for you. Come on by anytime. Like I said, we want to invite you over for a part 2 so we can continue chatting about the whole film industry, about your career, about where you're going. We wish you the best in all of your endeavors. We wish you the best in all the film projects that you got going on. And I know that you are representing the Valley proudly, and you are going to put a good light on the name of on the valley down here. So wherever you're at, know that you have a home here in the valley, here at Film in Valleywood, here at 97.7 FM.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I really do appreciate it. I do. I mean, I'm not gonna say when because I don't know the date yet. But before I leave, I will have like a little private, they want to do a farewell type of thing. Me, I'm just kind of like, let's just do a carne asada, let's just hang out, just platicar, right? Yeah. But of course, like, I know that I have a good support group. I have a good, friend group. So I'll let you know exactly when. That way you can come.
Fantastic.
That way you can hang out with JJ.
Cool.
My JJ Fernandez, my manager.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. Yeah, last time we met, we had a blast when he was down here.
Dude, that night.
Yeah, you were there.
I had to spend the night. I'll put it that way. I had to.
That was a lot of fun. That was after the film festival, right? That was a
that
blast.
after party was so something.
That's cool. Well, we can sit here and chat for hours, but I'm going to let you go. I know you're busy. You got stuff to do.
I do. I have an audition right now that I got to go turn in. So I'm going to go do that.
Wish you the best and wish you the best in all of your endeavors, like I said. And once again, thank you for making the time.
Yeah.
Thank you for making the time to come on and talk to our audience. And remember, until next time, keep listening and keep watching 97.7 FM and go give them a follow. Oh, what are your handles?
So my Instagram is Caleb_official. Facebook as well. Like my Facebook is Caleb Phoenix Alanis. It's my private profile, but I'll put it to you this way: at this point, I deleted my own page, and I just used my own personal one, and I just made it public. Which is, it's good because I know I have a bigger audience there, so it's easier for me to, share whatever I have. Plus it's to the public, so it just randomly comes out on anybody's feed. So you can follow me there. Like it literally says follow. I don't know if you can add me or not. I don't know how the settings work on that, but I've been told that it's more like if you're friends with them, they can add you. Mm-hmm. But if you add me, I might not see it because I don't know why. But lately, my notifications have been crazy, so I turned them off. But I've been getting so many like requests like every 5 or 10 minutes, and I've been kind of counting just to kind of see like what is happening. This is not new. Like, I mean, this is not new. This is not normal. Like, what is happening, So it's like, if you add me, I will do my best to, like, try to see it. Or, like, I'll add you back. But check out on my social media. It's cool. I'm always posting what I'm doing. If you ever want to collab or anything, or actually, like, offer me, like, a script or, like, a role, you can find my team's information. It's on there. You can see who's my manager. You can see who's my agent. So yeah, Instagram Caleb_official, TikTok same thing, Caleb_official, Facebook Caleb Phoenix Alanis. Yeah, those are my socials.
Well, thank you very much once again. Go give them a like and a follow, and keep listening, keep watching to 97.7 FM, The City.